Good morning and welcome, Grit with Gracers. We are here with another episode of Living Your Grit with Grace here at Horse Sense Healing. And this morning I am just getting ready to finish splitting some firewood. There's about a cord behind me that has to be split. And I used to, thank goodness I got smart or older and my body couldn't take it anymore. So I bought a wood splitter, which was one of the best things I ever did. But in learning how to split firewood with a maul or an axe was quite the journey. And I wasn't confident at it at all. It was really difficult. And as I'm about to embark on this journey today that I prefer not to be doing, but hey, it's good for me, right? I started thinking about how we let ourselves be held back by limiting beliefs or fear of stepping through our comfort zone into something we might really want, or to even figure out what it is we want. Excuse me. Or doing something we never thought we could. Sometimes we find ourselves in a life change where we have to do something we never thought we could do, or we find ourselves in a position of facing things that we don't know how to do or never had to. Maybe someone else always did it for us, or we just never had to do it, or never even thought about doing it. There's a lot of situations like that. So for me, there's been many life situations like that. For example, many years ago when I was young, my job at the phone company ended. It was a good job. I didn't know any better, but it was a great job for me. All I had was a GED and a 9th grade education. And when the job ended, I didn't know, I didn't want to live in that job anymore. I had opportunities to move to other cities, big cities, no way, thank you. I wanted something more, and I didn't really know what it was, except I knew I wanted to move back to the Flathead. And so I found myself with the opportunity to go to college. And at the age of 30, when all this came down, I was scared. I thought, great, I get to go to college. And then I thought about it and I went, oh my gosh, I have no idea how to even do this. Would I even be successful? I didn't even know if I could do it. Well, fortunately I could, and I excelled and I loved it. But it was that it began as external confirmation and affirmation that I was far more capable and competent than I thought I was. And then it became integrated into me, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I am smarter than I thought I was, or I am more capable and competent than I thought I was. And you know what? That takes courage. And what about you? Where do you find yourself struggling against a story where you aren't sure what you want, or you are facing something that you really want to do and you just don't know how to do it? And what if you stepped through the fear and into the freedom of finding the life you want, of being what you want to be and who you want to be? So sometimes we get stuck in these stories. Like, do you know what you want? What do you tell yourself you can't do? You can't set a boundary. You can't speak your truth. You can't go to school. You can't. There's a million stories we tell ourselves that limit us. Okay. Or you never had to do something and now it's there, and how do you do it? Is it scared? Or you don't know how to ask for help. A lot of us are in that place. Maybe someone else has always done something for you and now you have to do it. And that's scary. When I first moved to my cabin here, I didn't know how to run a chainsaw. And frankly, they scared me. They're very dangerous things. And over the years, I've had several teachers, and suddenly I learned that I could run a chainsaw. So now I enjoy sharing that skill with others, just in case you have to. Yeah. Sometimes we hold ourselves back because we are reliant upon the opinions of others. what others tell us is okay, what others tell us we should be or do or act or whatever it is, or feel even. Sometimes that happens to us. So, rather than relying upon things outside of ourselves to tell us we're okay, or what our vision should be, or how we should act or be or do or play or love, we can learn to trust ourselves and rely upon our own inner guidance, our own self-reliance, which isn't to the exclusion of other people. It doesn't mean staunch independence. It means you know how to do things on your own, and you can create your own view of yourself and your own beliefs, exclusive of anyone else. And you can ask for help too, if you need it. We learn to believe in ourselves. So when we do that, we can get really clear about what we want, who we want to be, how we want to show up, what brings us joy. And we can decide it's time. The time is now. So the horses and I love to work with people to help build courage and confidence to step through the fear and those limiting beliefs and uncertainty into freedom and full of possibilities in your life to co-create a new story. So you can reach us at horsesensehealing.com or reach out to me, email brenda@horsesensehealing.com. And in the meantime, have a Grit with Grace day. Live your grit with grace. Find your joy and step into who you are.